Hi mate, welcome to Technimia. If you're new here, we dive into hands-on tutorials for system administrators, DevOps engineers, and IT pros, covering everything from scripting, automation, to infrastructure management and PowerShell mastery. So if that sounds like your things, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. In this video, we are focusing solely on the PowerShell for loop, how it works, when to use it, and a common mistake to avoid. Let's get started. The for loop is a control structure that lets you repeat a block of code a specific number of times. It is perfect for a situation where you know exactly how many times you want the loop to run. As a syntax, you need to add the for, then an open and bracket, then initialization, then condition, and iteration, all separated by a semicolons. The semicolons are important. Then you open a brace, then the code that you need to execute it. Think of it as 3 steps: start, check, repeat. Let's look at a basic example. We will print numbers from 1 to 5. For that, we will declare for loops, then we will initialize the value of I as 1, then we added the condition I less than or equal to 5, then we added the iteration I++, then we open the curly bracket. Inside that, we write our code as a write host or a write output. Then the number semicolon equal to $i. Let's run this code to see what is the result it brings. If we run the code, it will be printed number 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So what is happening here? First, for loop will initialize the value of I, which is equal to 1. Then it will check the condition which is true or false. Here the condition I is equal to 1 and I less than or equal to 5. The condition met. Condition is true now. So then it will not go to I++. It will go to this block of code. It will execute the code. So I printed as 1. Then it will go to I++. Then again it is repeated. Now I is 2. It will check I less than or equal to 5. Yes, it is true. The 2 is less than or equal to 5. Then again it will write the output. So the 2 is got. When the value of I is became 5, it will check the condition. Again the check condition are met. It is less than or equal to 5. The value of I will be printed as 5. Then again it will increase. So now the value of I is 6. If we tested it, the condition will be broken. So the loop will be entered. Here, if you really need to check, you can do this one like this. We will execute it. After the loop, the value becomes 6. So it means the value of I, it is changed, but it is not executing because the loop is already exited. Here is a more practical use case. Let's say you want to create 5 text files named log1.txt to log5.txt. Here I declare for loops. As you know, I didn't change anything. The same for loop that we created before. Here I used the PowerShell camlets as new item, which will create new items. If you know our earlier sessions, you will understand that this camlets will create new because it have a verb called new. Then it is an item as a noun. So it will create a new item. The parameter path is determining where to create the file. And here I added I as the last of the file name. So what it will happen, each time it's running the for loops, it will create one text file like log1, log2 and log3 and more. Let's run this code. Now we run the code. We got the output as log1.txt 2, 3, 4 and 5. Let's see it is there. We will open the folder. We can see the file has been created. I wanted to create a IP scanner. You all about the IP scanner, which will scan the available or pingable IPs in my network. If I need to create an IP scan using this PowerShell loop, we can do that. For that, first of all, I will check my IP addresses using ipconfig. It given IPv4 addresses as 192.168.5.109. So I will scan all the available IP from 0 to 254. For that, what I need to do, first of all, I know that I need to scan the IP from 0 to 254. I will add it as a 254. Then I will declare it as a 0. Then I will do a small edit on this. 5. Since I have a little critical systems in earlier of this IP series, I will do only 100. Then I will scan this. Let's see the result. Here you can see if the 0 is not pingable, it's throwing an error. Since the 1 is pingable, it's showing it's pingable. Then again it's tried for 2, it is not pingable. Again it's tried for 3, it's showing it's failed, like that. Since we have a lot of IP, I'm not going with all the IP series. This is just for an example. And also please note that we can change this test connection by using try and catch method, more clear output. Let's see if you want to ping all even numbers using for loops. What you will do? Here I will edit this code as this. I initiated I, then less than 10. That means all even numbers less than 10. Here you can see I use custom iterants. Here I use +2. Let's see what is the result it brings. If I run it, it will give me all the even numbers in between 0 to 10. Also, I can create a change this value to negative to create a countdowns. For an example, if I need to count down from 10 to 0, what I can do, I can declare here as a 10, then greater than or equal to 0, then I will use here I minus minus. Let's edit this as counter. Let's run this code to see the result. Here you can see it is acted as a countdown. Here, if I need to make this more reliable, I can use start sleep for 1 second, seconds as 1. Now our countdown will be working very fantastically and realistic. Let's see here now 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Beautiful. Let's see if I need to print something like this. I need to print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I need to repeat it 5 times in a row. If I need to use it, actually I cannot fulfill the same thing with one loop. There I need to loop inside a loop, which is called nested loop. Let's see an example. Let's see how we can achieve the same thing. I will add like this. Here one loop inside another loop. Let's run this. Here you can see the result brings the same that we needed in this example. How it is working? It's very simple. For explaining, I will add it in a notepad because my WS code suggestion might cover the things that you need to see. Here, for an example, here we have the first loop. It is initialized I as 1, then the condition which is less than or equal to 5. Now the first case I is equal to 1, so the condition will be true. So it will try to execute the block of the code. Here block of the code is another for loop, so it will not do anything, and also it have a write host. So if we go to the for loop, the nested for loop, it have a value called j, which j is equal to 1, then j less than or equal to 5, it is true. So it will go to the execution of the inside or nested for loops, which writing the j value which is equal to 1, and here I use a parameter called no new line, which is to prevent the new lines creating. So it will print as a 1, then again it will increase the value to 2. It will do the same thing until it is reaching to 5. So once the 5 is completed, this loop is completed, then it will create a next line. Then again it will go to i's value will be increased and it will become 2, then again the condition will be met. It will loop again 25 times because 5 times here into 5 times here. So the result will be printed like this. It is very simple. The outer loops runs rows and inner loops runs columns. Great for matrix styles data combinations. Now you understand what is for loop, what is its use, and why we need to learn the for loops. But you need to take care of something. You need to use always the meaningful variables. Don't use every time I or j. Whatever the meaningful to your code or situation, use that word. Don't use hard-coded values, like don't directly declare the variables like this. Instead, you can declare the variable first, then use it as a parameter. For an example, here I will declare limit, which is equal to 5. Then I can use limit here, also limit here. First, do practicing. So the practicing makes you perfect. After lot of practicing, you will understand the loop concept easily, and that is everything you need to know to start using for loops in PowerShell like a pro. They are simple, powerful, and incredibly useful for scripting repetitive tasks. If you learned something new today, give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more PowerShell tips and automation tutorial. Good question, or you want to see this used in a bigger script? Drop a comment below. I reply to everyone because I have very less subscribers.